Hi, this is Cindy from JCL Productions and Actors Reel to Reel. Today we're going to talk about character relationships and the uniqueness of a character's experience in relating to other characters within the narrative. It's important to understand that relationships can be complicated.
Oh, yeah?
And that your character's outlook on life lends to the dynamic of their relationships. For instance, if your character has a traumatic past, his or her relationships may be riddled with distrust, antagonism, or abusive in nature themselves. According to Sanford Meisner, actors react to the other actors within the scene. This is true, but as the character, not the actor in the narrative, there is a deeper connection in how the characters relate to one another, not just react to one another. Just like in real-life relationships, connections take time and they deepen with interaction. And these connections are founded on your character's inner life, thought life, and emotional being. If one character is perceived as antagonistic by the other character, it could be the first character's inner thought life that brings antagonism into the relationship. Haven't you ever seen people that no matter what relationships they have, they're always very toxic? Well, it starts with that person. If they have toxic inner thoughts, if they believe that everyone's out to get them or hurt them, they are going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy, and their relationships will mirror their inner thought life. Also know that the relationships that your character has with other characters are going to be different based on the type of relationship. For instance, you would not relate to your mother or father the same way you would relate to your spouse or your child. And also think about if there are strangers that your character interacts with within the narrative, how does he or she relate to these people? Depending on your character, this might be a platform for him or her to act out, or to be the life of the party, or to be something that he or she simply is not. If your character is an introvert, for example, he or she might react to a stranger in a way that's very counterintuitive to who they really are on the inside. Reacting to strangers is basically a blank slate when it comes to your character, meaning this: your character's inner thought and emotional life will not react to a stranger in the truest way unless provoked. Rarely do you see people interact with strangers as their true selves. Now you're asking yourself, why do I have to do all these things? Why can't I just learn my lines, get in front of the camera, and deliver my lines with great feeling and emotion? That may work to an extent, but that depends on how good you are at emoting and making it look like the real thing. That's a great starting place for actors, but you never want to finish there. You want to create a character that is believable to an audience, that they will invest 2 hours of their time at least to go on the journey with your character. Now let's talk about more intimate relationships, such as family and close friends. How does your character relate, not react, to these people in their lives? There's a big difference in relating to someone and reacting to someone. It's because with relating to someone, you're getting to know them, you're bringing down your emotional walls, and you're investing in their life and they're investing in yours. Reacting to someone is very much a shallow emotional interaction. When you're observing other people around you, make note of those things and see how you can use other elements of people's lives to graft into your own character. And also remember, when it comes to relating to other characters in the story, it is the characters that are closest to your character that are going to take the brunt of your inner thoughts and emotions, because they will and most likely find a way out and land on those that are closest to you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Next week, we'll talk about how your life mirrors the life of your character and how you bring bits and pieces of yourself into developing your character. See you then.